Fairview's coffee has mysteriously gone missing. Mayhem ensues when strange, coffee-craving zombies plague the city. Detective Mickey Potatoes, an overworked public servant, uncovers why ordinary citizens are losing their minds and how to stop the coffee apocalypse. But it involves the mafia. And when you're dealing with mafia crime families, nothing is ever easy. The mafia controls everything in the city, including the police, including him. If he breaks the mafia, they will break him. So, the city is without coffee. The city is burning before his very eyes, but he's powerless. Detective Potatoes has the power to stop the coffee apocalypse, but if he does, he could lose everything.
Hey, yo, it's me, Pops Van Marmalade, and you're watching the Comics-Related Madness Network. Uh-huh. So come get some.
The Madness Comic Network and Comic-Related Madness proudly presents Monday Madness, featuring Pops and the Richness and indie creators from around the world. Tune in.
So let's get to it. That's what I say. How you doing, everybody? I'm sorry I was incapacitated over the weekend, but you know, it's the way it is. I want to say hello to and bring out my partner and compadre for this particular episode, or every episode of this for that matter. Y'all know him, you love him.
I'm a strange guy.
Really?
Yeah, I worry. I mean, little things.
And we know you do. What's up, Rich? What's up?
Just chilling like a villain, making millin and running around like a villain. That's how I'm doing this, big boy. What's up?
Does that say ruling schools and educating fools?
That's right, ruling schools and educating fools, because elder fools need to be educated. up in this piece. What's up?
Oh, you know how it is. I'm just doing the thing, man. Look, we have a guest with us in the backstage right now. You had him out yesterday, I think. Or did you have Ron out yesterday?
I had Romo out yesterday. I had Ron yesterday.
Okay, well, this is his partner, Matt.
Good afternoon, guys.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing all right.
There he is.
What's up?
Romo's in the chat. What's up, Ron?
Yeah, bring him
Ron's
on,
out.
man. Should bring him on too, just to be sure.
He's at work.
I think he's at work today. That's
That's
why you're stuck with me.
Oh, the writer. Yeah, we're stuck with the writer.
I know.
It's not too terrible. You know, we'll figure out something to do. You know, we'll somehow make it interesting because the writer's here. You know, but that's
I can basically just pump up Ron's ego while he's not here to have to act honest about it. That's what I'm good at. I love promoting him.
Don't. He's already a narcissist already as we speak. I don't need that. I don't need that fat little half Ginzo to start getting a big head about how good he actually is. So let's keep him humble.
Really
so you can keep him humble, so you don't have to pay him that much. That's how you do it.
No, you keep him humble so that
Keep
they're
him humble
always
so he doesn't
striving to be better.
That's right. No,
Okay,
yes,
if you
that's
think
another
you're
thing.
already at the pinnacle, let me say this out loud. If you believe you are already at your pinnacle, then you kind of took away any room you have left to grow.
Amen.
Be humble, yo.
Amen.
Absolutely.
Amen.
And that's kind of the philosophy I approach life with. I never think I've reached my destination. Like there are, there's only the climb, and every once in a while there's a plateau to take a breather, but you're never where you're meant to be. You're always got to keep going.
Every single thing that you do is a step. It doesn't matter. It's just a step. That's all it really is. It's a step on an eternal ladder until you're pushing up daisies, and even then.
Did Rich send you the link, Don? Is that what happened?
Yeah. Why am I not supposed to be here today?
No,
you don't have to be here.
You don't have to be. You can be. I was just wondering because I know I didn't send you. How did Don get here? Okay.
I'm just that damn good.
I see
Hacking my
cats.
stream
So
yard.
cats are always welcome.
Thank you.
I do not know exactly what he means, but
I do.
My wife listens to these guys. You don't want her coming after you.
No, I know that.
She's awesome. She's really supportive of Ron and both of us. We're all good friends. And kidding aside, Ron is one of the most humble artists I've really ever met. From the day I met him, actually, I just through our discussions, like he's always kind of like talking about ways that he can get better or needs to do something better. And it took a long time for him to really even say, okay, you know what? I'm ready. And yesterday we were on a show with Dave Brink, and he was kind of just discussing how he likes to go back and revisit his art and just kind of, he never feels like it's finished. So I've always really respected that about him as well. He has this drive to get better and to produce just continuously more amazing pieces. It's pretty impressive.
That's really wonderful, man. It's nice to see. It's really truly refreshing to see an artist who wants to just continuously grow as a creator, and it's really inspiring. And I'm glad to have met him. I'm glad to have spoken to him. Glad to have him on the draw stream yesterday. You see, he's a really, really decent individual. I like him quite a bit, and I hope he shows up on this show a lot more because he's a good man. I think he's a good man.
Well, I'll hope to leave equally as good of an impression with you guys. How about that? He gives me something to aspire to today.
Now these guys have also brought something. They're bringing a show to the network, but of course I was sick over the weekend, and episode 2 and 3 didn't get aired yet on the network. But we're gonna fix that.
Oh God, what show is
I'm
this?
going to download it. I'm going to air them both this evening. Okay, so that we get caught up, and then you guys got to let me know when you can get in here into the studio at your destination, so that you can just, we can just do it when you do it.
Yeah, I'm going to be trying to work on a couple kaiju related shows again this week. We're going to be doing another Let's Play of a different retro kaiju game. Probably going to be like just a 1 hour segment this time. I'm going to use take advantage of saves. At this point, I didn't do that with the first one just because I knew I could beat that game in one sitting,
Right.
and also I thought it was kind of a fun little introduction. Like, let's sit down and let's just beat the snot out of this old school NES game at one time.
It was fun, you see, because like in our house, the grandkids, it's like my son had to go through all the Game Boys and all the Pokemon Game Boy colors and all the different things, right, with the old school games, and he's making all of his kids do it the old school way before they get up to the PS5, right? So they had they've all had to play all the old games. The old Mario, the old Donkey Kong, they play all of it. It's so much fun watching these little kids play these old school games that I watched my son play. You see what I'm saying? It's like, so we encourage that and all the older, retro that stuff, man, to the next generation.
Right. Well, there wasn't a whole lot of that game actually did have a password system, so you could kind of save your progress. But like I said, I think it was a long show, but it was definitely fun. I'm gonna try and break that. What was that?
It was fun.
Good. I'm glad we had some cool guests join us. We're gonna do some more of that, and I also am planning on doing some watch parties of some kind of more obscure kaiju films and television and things like that.
Oh man,
yeah,
you gotta invite me on this damn show.
We have a horror movie club.
On that show.
We could have a kaiju movie club show too.
I'm good with that. I'm good with that. That's my
horror
thing.
movie
I
club,
love it.
right? So
Right.
if you want to do something like that, dude, we'll hook you up with a set time every week. You could do a different movie every week.
Perfect. Yeah, and I've got stuff that I guarantee you I would be able to present stuff that most folks have never even heard of. There of course we want to hit on the fun stuff too, but I love showing folks things that like they've never seen before, just really cool little
What's up, Travis?
random things.
That's Travis Beth right there, and that other Facebook user was our boy Joe from the Wonder Kitty.
The Wonder Kitty?
The Wonder Kitty comic. Good stuff.
Oh my God.
Wonder
Hey
Kitty.
Trav, what's up?
You know Joe. He's been on the show talking about that one. Yeah, we got good stuff, man. Lots of good stuff. And speaking of good stuff, there is tons of good stuff over here.
Wow.
.com. And I'm not going to go into each one and go through each one because that's something you do with the creator. But I did want to point out just how many people have put their campaigns up over on Fund My Comic and how well some of them are doing. It looks like everybody's having fun over here, man. We got Virtue Signal, NPC. I think that's a game. You got Bronze Star with Mike Barron and Pat Broderick. Y'all know, you've seen me playing the ad for that, playing the trailer for that. Good stuff. Hybrids double feature, Luke Stone. Luke Stone's also the man behind Fund My Comic, so give his comic some love. AR-13L, the Little Mermaid. Now this one, you got Piper,
Clever.
Eric Hodson,
Clever.
Piper, and Pixel, I think, are the ones.
Yeah, Pixel. Actually, I was literally just talking to him in a chat on Twitter just before we got here. So I've had the pleasure of getting to know him. Really great guy. Has given us some really sound advice as newcomers. And Pixel, if for some reason you happen to see this, I appreciate your help, buddy. And obviously he's got a very novel concept, and people are showing up for it.
Yeah, it's hilarious. And I just want to make sure that Piper knows I gave her credits. So everybody knows I give Piper her credits. Every time I talk about that book, a lot of people talk about that book, they forget to talk about Piper. We also got scribbles, Kelsey Shannon, layout and design works, man, old school stuff that he's done. Community service, Escape from Little Bighorn. I don't even know what that's about. But
Community service is another buddy of mine. That's Telepathic Bunny's project, and it's kind of in the vein of it's basically Captain America as he grew up appreciating Captain America. I think it's obviously gotten a lot of press, like when Captain kind of did the whole Hail Hydra betrayal turn kind of thing, and obviously politics have kind of seeped more into that. But that comic there is basically his ideal for a new Cap, and I have to give him a shout out. He's doing a great job. Similar to us, he's been kind of slow to get the ball rolling. So if everyone would please go check that out. He's genuinely a good guy, and I think that's a comic worth taking a second look at, or a first look if you haven't.
And then PTP joins the Fun My Comic Revolution. Bringing Zorro. Oh yeah, that was a good one. Bringing Zorro to Fund My Comic, and of course, the moral compass himself, Mark Bolton, Ridden Pain, another one that's killing it. Private American, Mike Barrett is still there, still killing it. On that one too. You talked about Dave Brink earlier. Talk about Perfect 10, Genuine Comics. Good stuff, guys. Really good stuff. Sector 7, I think we talked about this one yesterday.
Oh God, that book? Jesus Christ.
Hey, we got another backer. All right.
What? Already?
I'm psyched. Wow. That's good news. We've broken the 10 mark.
How you doing so far in your campaign there, man?
Oh, they got a long way to go. It's just starting.
We got 53 days. We're at 7%. That is to get to just a funding status. And then that would be for the black and white book, which honestly, even if it was only released black and white, Ron does just amazing line work. It looks gorgeous in black and white. So
what he does
prefer this one in black and white. I ain't even gonna lie.
I have to say, as a former artist / inker over at Marvel, dude, the separation of the line is really truly top notch.
Maybe maybe it might be something worth. Yeah, and we've been hearing that a lot from folks. I actually think it might be worth considering, like, even if we hit the stretch goal, to make it an option. Would you prefer this in black and white? Maybe we could have just the digital option and print all the books in color, but we maybe have a digital option for black and white. But I really agree with you guys. The black and white looks super cool. I mean, he is. Look at that. Just I love, that's one of my favorite pieces he's done, and the level of detail on that monster. Like I want, it looks like an action figure. Like I can just pick it out of the art and I want to start playing with it. Like I want to start smashing things with it. And like, yeah, I see Rod's commenting there. I appreciate you, buddy. It's ridiculous.
Let me interrupt you for just a second, because we have somebody else in the backstage area.
So just sit right down, relax, open your ears real wide and say, give it to me straight, doctor, I can take it.
Get shocks out from under the wheels. Flaps up. No events, Margaret. Contact. We're off. Brum, brum.
Doctor, doctor, give me the news. I got a bad case of loving you.
No one hides will hit. On with the show, this is it.
The doctor is in, baby. What's going on?
We're scrolling through Fund My Comic, man. This is what we're really doing. But we did a little stopped and made a little detour for this amazing art of Bronze. You know.
I was watching this. I am impressed.
Yeah, he's pretty damn good.
Stuff.
He is pretty damn good. I am more than impressed.
I particularly love this panel right here.
Right? The highlights in that is his use of like the negative space is just phenomenal to really just makes that pop.
Everything about that panel I like.
Yeah, that's pretty insane. That's pretty insane. You have to admit that's some pretty damn good stuff.
Well, scroll back up. I like that 1970s land yacht in front of the house.
Oh, that one?
There. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. I mean, that's an ad out of a magazine from 1978. You too can own Chrysler.
Good stuff. Real good stuff. But we're not going to dwell here. We all know you guys want to get this. You want to be involved in that. So go be involved in that while we're looking at all this other stuff too. The Mythicals. You guys know we've been talking about that one for a long time. Nancy Moon. Yep.
We back to that one. That's our buddy Hojo, another guy we've been talking
been on the show. Yeah, he's been on the show. He knows. We know who he is.
We're newcomer. I don't know who knows who. I'm just like, hey, I know that guy. That's cool. It's neat to see how the community comes together. It's very cool.
There are so many. There's even a few books here I haven't heard of. Barren Soil is new to me. I don't know anything about that. So, let's take a quick look because I don't know nothing about this, and it has no funding yet. Step up and leave your pound of flesh, man. Hold up. Let's go up here and look real quick. Doesn't say when it launched, but so got that old Nor look. I don't know. We might have to try and get that guy out and
I like the look. It's very,
very
try and
get him out and have him on the show and go through that one. Little Sally, Bloody Beginnings. That looks cute. Also, no fundage yet. So there's a couple we can get out here. Other people like yourself, Matt and Ron, that we just brought in recently that we can get out here and get seen. First World, we talked about them. They used to be one of our sponsors over here. That's actually read First World #1. It's funny. It's good.
I'm singing a song in my head now.
Hello, Don. I didn't see you there. Hi.
Yeah. I was hiding behind the cat.
Here's another one. Rue #1. Rue is coming. Funky Frank Scott and Dynamic Danielle. I ain't trying that. And Dapper Doug. Oh boy, look at that. This guy's got his fingers on everything. Look at this. It's our boy Mike.
Is that Mike?
It's our boy Mike, dude.
Is that Mike Barron?
Yes, it's our boy Mike. He didn't even say nothing about this. Look.
He's all over the place, that guy.
Rue wants you because Mike Barron's cool. There you go. Soul Tack, another one. That's good. A story of a bounty hunter and neo samurai and the fate of our solar system.
Oh boy,
Rin.
That sounds
Doc,
creepy.
tell us about Rin.
Rin is an intergalactic mercenary purple elf girl with big boobies, and she is a product of my co-host Tanner Hurley. Now the book is already printed. All you got to do is go over here and fund it, and it'll be on its way out the door to you.
Yep, and it's working. It's working toward funded. 308 of 500. Let's go, people. Go check out Rin. Good stuff. And I have a very special drawing of Rin, don't I, Doc?
You do. You do.
When we went down to Savannah and set up a table down there as the Madness, did the show, CromCon, from the floor, Tanner come up, sat down at the table, and drew Rin for us live during the show.
Yeah, I had no idea that Tanner lived that close. So 1 minute he's in the chat saying hi, the next minute he walks up on camera. I'm like, holy shit, that was fast.
No, Doc was like, was that Tanner? And I was like, shit, I don't know. Was that Tanner? It was the excitement of the day, man. That was the first time we'd ever set up at a con. It was fun. We had a blast. Thank you to Dan and Tank and the people that made it possible. You know. Raid of the White Leopard. You guys know. Edwin Acevedo, drawing aces. He's been on the show quite a few times. Now here's another one. Justin Sweet, Chrome Dog. That's another one that's just amazing looking art, dude.
Our Chrome Puppy. Hello, Fanta. Good to see you, darling.
Fanta?
Now,
what we're doing, Fanta? We're going to do all of them.
I want to say this about the next one right there. Tibby and her. Listen, I'm not even kidding. Yeah, it's a sexy cover, but click on that cover. That is going to go down as one of the most iconic covers ever.
You think
Where?
so?
I do.
Where? I got to see that cover. I would like to see that. To see if that's pretty good.
Look at that.
Yeah.
That just screams old school Frazetta, that heavy metal magazine feel to it.
You know, I do have a print of that.
Do you really? That is a
He sent me
fantastic
the print right away. Like a long time ago, before the campaign even launched, he sent me a print of that.
Just
beautiful.
Amazing.
That's our boy Sam Quinton.
Yeah.
You guys have seen him on the show. 47 Furious Tales.
Yeah.
The Furry Ronins, the kick ass. I guess. I don't know.
I mean, every now and then there's just the execution, the composition, the color, the motion, the movement. It's all there. It's got everything.
There you go. Doc loves it. There she goes, running.
Still running. Help.
All right, so that's Sam. We love Sam. We've known him for a while, long time actually. Been involved, been following and promoting what he does for quite a while.
Since the madness essentially began.
Say again?
Since the madness essentially began.
Pretty much, yeah. He's like Max. He's been around since the beginning.
Yep.
Young Monarchs, Last War of the Eight Kingdoms. I do not know anything about this. Do you? Anybody? Anybody got anything on this one?
Nothing. I know nothing of it.
Got the manga look to it. I like that guy. He reminds me of that character from Nemo Grizzly.
About to say the same thing. I'll be right back, Pops. I need coffee.
Okay.
Can you grab me a cup?
Yep.
And let's see, what else do we got? Relentless, Tin Soldier, Second Chance, Nicholas Gear. That one was out there, did pretty good.
Can't you get your own coffee there, Dylan? Lazy.
Immortal Rising, #1. By Aaron C. I love how they do it. Just say your name, dude. Just say your name. So this one is also way underfunded. Let's get this one a look. Get some people looking at this one. Immortal
I actually
Rising.
got to go toss him some support. He gave us some really, really good advice, and we gotta, like you said, Aaron's a good dude. He's been real solid, pointed us in some good directions. So I do have a little experience with him.
All right, cool. I mean, I see him all the time on Twitter. We follow each other, comment on each other's stuff occasionally, but there's a lot. Oh, Ginger Sin. Uh-oh. Shoot.
Ginger Sin.
Ed Gein, look, recently added. Ed Gein. Look,
He's jumping on
guys,
Fun. He's on Fun by Comic.
I'm telling you right now, guys, get this one.
Yeah,
Just
I get
get
that one. It's really good.
I promise you will not be disappointed.
No, you won't.
This is good stuff, man. Good stuff. That one, I will give a personal top notch to, because I've read the first 3. They're beautiful, man.
Which one?
Ed Gein, Demon Hunter.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah,
That's my boy Lou.
And Jason Sandberg's Jupiter. I read that. He sent me a proof copy of that before it ever came out. Good book. Don't know about Ginge Gingerton. I can imagine it's a boob book. I'm just going to go with boob book. What do you think? Smoke.
Yeah.
Another Mike Barron written masterpiece. Titan, the Mouse of Might. Now, I've heard about this. I know Gary. I follow Gary. There you go. That looks like some good stuff.
Hell yeah, it does.
Good line work, good art. This is what we love. This is why we do it. It's why we're comic fans, man. We like to be entertained, but we also want to see good stuff. You know? Tales from Nerosville, Wave 3. Now, they are also, Jason's been a member of the Madness for a long time, and we used to have their banner to put up on top of the Madness before we became a network and started putting network banners up instead, show banners, but he's a member of the Madness, been around for a long time. And if you want to just support what Luke is doing, go get you a hat. Fund my comic. Mary Boy's Beef Heads. Gotta love it. This is good stuff. Carl Stefan, whatever. Amazing stuff. We've had him and his wife on the show.
When did you guys have them on the show? I'm a huge fan of Carl and Monica. I love the two. I love them.
They've been on CromCon. I mean, Carl doesn't do a lot of shows.
No, he's one thing I do know. He's also a solicitor, a lawyer.
I mean, I just know he doesn't do a lot of shows, but he did come out and do a show with us. Him and Monica, is that her name?
Miss Monica, yeah, that's his wife's name.
Yeah.
She's great. She supports his ass all the time. Posts everything that he does and helps out a lot of artists too. She's really great.
And we support the heck out of what they're doing, because that's just what we do. So yeah, we're just gonna keep going along. Go ahead, Doc. What?
I was going to say I dropped a link to another upcoming Fun My Comic project in the private chat.
Oh yeah, I know. We'll get to that. We will get to that. We will. You did drop
He's killing himself. He has trouble shilling himself, so he just killed himself. I'm proud of you, Doc.
Yeah.
What's that, please?
Well, no, he didn't shill himself. He threw it in private chat and said, "Pops, do this for me." That's what he did.
That's good, Doc, though. Doc was that one to support on stuff like that, so I'm proud of him.
Eric Mieltowski, Shadow Sentry. Eric was on like one of the very first CromCons when we didn't have any followers or anything, and he didn't make a whole lot of money and kind of never came back. But oh well, we still support him and promote him. Super-powered Smash Masters customizable card game from Dark Unicorn.
Wow.
Unbreakable Argonauts.
Unbreakable Argonauts.
Yes. This is another one of those that qualifies as good stuff.
Love the old school, like vintage superhero vibe to it. That looks really cool.
Yeah, it's got a whole retro when I first started reading comics vibe. That's why I like
early Silver Age look.
Yeah, I really like that.
Yeah. We need more of that in my
I'm a sucker for it. I'm a sucker for it.
Me too.
Yeah, I don't know what AU6 is either. So there's a few on here that we got to try and get to come out on the shows and talk about their stuff, guys.
Among Us.
In the world among us. Our lizard people. Oh, different book. Sorry.
Now that actually had an early 90s feel to it.
And then finally, psychotherapy.
I know nothing of this one.
Neither do I. Another one. Yeah, no idea. So much of nothing and so little of something. Okay. Cartoony toony. Legalize weed. Okay, censored. Not. Okay.
What in the world?
I don't know where this is going.
I don't know, but I'll have whatever they're smoking.
Now, Doc is also getting ready to launch over there on my comic.
Yeah, the sign up is live. I'll drop it in the chat.
Oh, I don't know. I don't even know what the heck that was. What was that? Did you send me a YouTube link?
Yeah.
Okay. So you can go see whatever Doc sent me, the YouTube link right there.
You can play it.
Do you want me to play it?
Yeah, because the one loaded in the studio has been edited. So.
Okay, well then I gotta quit sharing Fund My Comic. Go over there to Fund My Comic and check out all the stuff, guys. Look, it's worth taking a look. Promise. You know. Let's see. Stop sharing that one. Okay, hold on just a second. It's a damn dirty thing. Isn't it, Doc?
It is.
It is? The damn dirty thing?
Use Kayak's filters to search only the flights you.
Hit the wrong button.
That didn't work.
There we go. So I found out last night I had written it as a 14-pager. Apparently, my publisher changed my mind for me, and it's a 16-pager. So I'm doing the extra pages now.
He changed your mind.
Yeah, he changed my mind for me.
What do you got doing? What are you doing, Rich? What is that? What do you got going on there?
I got this going on.
I didn't know Rich could draw dreads.
I can draw anything. I can draw anything.
Draw me a bath.
Draw yourself an old bath, you old man.
Draw me a bath.
Get your own sponge there, pal.
When's your back waxing? When's that gonna happen?
None of your business, all right? Now that you're getting all nasty with me and shit, none of your damn business.
When is it?
Come on, nothing. I'll do it if I fucking please. I don't want to hear your shit.
Now.
I want to hear you speak.
Now. See that? Now, brown cow. Now, brown cow. That's right. Now, brown cow.
We like the rich of his word. When's it gonna happen?
Actually, I just have to get the wax. It's Doc. When are you gonna? Now your show's tomorrow, right? It's Wednesday, right?
Wednesday at 1:00.
Wednesday. I'll get in touch with you and I'll let you know if we could do it this Wednesday. If not, we'll just do it on the draw stream or one of the other shows.
Just let me know ahead of time so I don't.
No, I'm dead serious, man. I got someone to do it for me, so we're good. Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
See, you should have got somebody you already didn't like to do it because you might not like about it.
Don't worry about how I feel about this person. We're all good. Trust me. We're fine.
It's gonna be good. Going to be good.
I missed something, and I'm not sure I want to know what.
Oh, Matt's
well,
over here shaking.
I made to help to encourage backers for Doc's campaign to contribute to his campaign. I said that if Doc reached his goal, I would have the back hair, my hair on my back waxed off a la 40-year-old virgin style. And it came to pass. So, yeah.
Now, see, in the past, Rich shaved his head.
Gonna happen. Oh, the last time for my campaign, I was like, if I reach a certain goal, I will shave my head right as soon as the damn thing ends. And I did it. I actually did it.
And we all went out and we promoted the hell out of the campaign to get him to that funding goal at the last minute.
So what do we got to do to bribe you to do something like this for Sector 7 so we can get it seems to be like the key to success is having Rich do something humiliating.
There's more. Christie Shinn to hit her.
I could take plum like cans of plum tomatoes and knead them with my toes, with my feet. That's like a fetish thing. Oh. You know how much that's going to get me on OnlyFans? Holy shit. If I do that and it's an OnlyFans, I'll fund your campaign in like a minute.
So, Rich, tell them about the one you did for Christie Shinn.
Oh, the one where I ripped off the hair on my nipples? Yeah, that was fun.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know.
Hi, Carol.
Hi, Carol.
Just gonna turn our campaign into an episode of Fear Factor. Here, I'll eat worms if you guys go back us right now.
I ain't eating worms. I don't care about that. I'm not gonna eat any of that stuff. I mean, it's like nothing consumable can be involved in this.
People have a weird conception of fear because eating worms is just gross.
Yeah, that's not fear. That's grossness.
That's just gross.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
I mean, eating bugs, it's not scary. That's gross.
Maybe people are just afraid of it. Hence the
fear. Obviously, some of those people never face real fear.
Those people never watch wrestling.
Yeah, right. The boogeyman used to come out every Monday night or Thursday night or whatever, and just mouthful of worms and
gross. It's gross. I just, I never associated gross with fear.
That's interesting.
Disgust and fear are two different emotions. I know.
He was talking about food, and then he was talking about the tomatoes in his feet, and I just no.
See? Hi, Carol.
I'm curious who's stupid head.
Oh, we all know.
That would be me.
If it's not you, don't worry about it.
It could be me. I mean, for all I know.
No, it's definitely me. Hello, poopy face. How are you, sweetie? Okay.
Carol has to get to know you before she insults you, man.
Yeah. Hey. If she insults you, that means that she wants it. She's probably gonna I don't know, bring you a dead mouse or something. Who knows?
All right. So also launched over the weekend or last weekend, that end of last week, was Crom the Destroyer.
Yes, indeed.
Jim O'Reilly. And we're hoping he's going to run out here and talk about it a little bit. But I don't know. I sent him a link.
Beauty
But
head
there's a lot of
you.
good stuff over there at Fund My Comic, man. You guys, you got to go check it out. She said it's duty head to you, Rich. Duty
Yeah, well,
head.
she's a duty head. She's a duty head. She's a duty head poopy face. That's what she is. She
See,
knows it.
you just, I'm pretty sure Rich is a fecophiliac, yo. Pretty sure. The crowd goes silent. What's up,
It's actually, I was just admiring how much like these shows in the comic world tend to sound like my classrooms in like freshman year for like freshmen. I'm just like, if they only knew that, like, oh yeah, Mr. Boyce hangs out with a bunch of guys that speak so well. That the conversations are the same. You just get older.
Wait a minute, you're a teacher, aren't you?
I'm a teacher.
Excellent. So am I. What do you teach? You teach English?
English, yeah.
Excellent. I teach traditional art and life drawing.
Nice. Very cool. Yeah,
Nice and
I'm
fun, man.
currently 8th, 9th, and 8th, 9th ELA and AP Literature.
Oh, nicely done, man.
I also teach.
Nice.
No one cares. No one cares, Tom.
I teach at a level above Rich's head.
No, you do not. You do not. I teach collegiate university level there, sweetie pie.
I teach master level painters.
All right, fine. You win. I hate you, Doc. Shut up. Ugly
I
man.
teach back waxing 101, and Rich is my guinea pig.
I ain't your damn guinea pig. Watch with the racism there, pal.
Got a pretty mouth there, boy.
Oh, no, you got a pretty mouth underneath that mustache there, honey bun.
So, Matt, if you teach English, how much does it drive you crazy when you hear people say, and then these ones?
It's funny because I was born in '85, so we're kind of like I've heard us described as these like this in between generation of like Gen Xers and millennials, and we kind of can. So how the one guy, there's a TikTok or something guy called us like day walkers. We're able to be a part of both worlds kind of thing. And it's like, so in the 90s, I was like huge into like the chat rooms, probably, as young as 11 or 12 years old, which probably wasn't a good thing. But I'd go down to the local library and I'd hop on and I'd talk to people and there was a community there. And it's just really interesting because I've learned to kind of tune a lot of it out unless it's just really, really obvious and bad. But even then, I still like every once in a while, the grammar Nazi will come out of me and I will have to be like, I can't believe you actually made that mistake. But for the most part, like I almost expect students nowadays to speak in a way that mimics social media. It's you really have to teach them another way.
That's really disheartening.
I'm a retired counselor. I was doing a substance abuse group, and one of my patients said, "Mr. Blalock, I seen you downtown at the coffee shop." I said, "No, you saw me downtown." And she said, "What?" And I said, "It's I saw you, not I seen you." And she said, "That don't even sound right." And I said, "Doesn't." And she said, "What?" It's like, never mind. You do you, baby.
It was funny. I had written on the board earlier this year, wrote on the board, since here I am messing up my own grammar. I regardless, I wrote a word up on the board that had a lowercase k in it. And I was in teaching. My first job at the beginning of the year was at an inner city school, and they didn't actually they're like, "You messed up your R," and I'm like, "No, that's a K," and they're like, I ain't never seen a K written like that before. And I realized like they've only seen like fonts and the most basic fonts don't write K's like that anymore. And I'm
What font did you use?
what's that?
What font did you use? A serif or a sans serif?
No, I wrote it. Like I hand wrote it, and
okay, my apologies.
No, it's okay. They just didn't recognize it because I wrote my lowercase k with the loop, and they had no idea what it was.
Yeah, that's a meme that's going around. All we got to do is write in cursive, and we have our own secret code. The kids will never be able to read it.
It's very true. They don't teach it anymore,
which is really bizarre, man. We were doing cursive in the 2nd grade.
Yeah, I think I started at 3rd grade in the 90s, but either way, like that was like just basic form of writing. But
yeah.
It's funny. I'm currently completing. I'll be done with my master's degree next month. Thank God.
Congratulations.
Thank you. If anyone's been talking to me over the past 6 months, I've been hating my life, but for exactly that reason. But the theories nowadays, they keep trying to approach our problems with literacy from a design perspective, like what aren't teachers doing to do this? And I really got to say, the more I teach and the more I learn, we really have a cultural issue. We have a parenting. Excuse me, I don't know why I can't talk all of a sudden today. I think it's because I'm thinking about it. Which now that I'm like aware of it, I'm making more. It's like when someone's watching you type, you make more mistakes. But I think from just a parenting perspective, we have a cultural issue. Like on a societal level, we have cultural issues and accountability issues, and our response to everything is, well, why do we have to do this? And even as adults, it's the whole concept of adulting and meeting basic adulthood responsibilities has become something that's soul crushing and detrimental to people. And I think it's like we've totally lost touch with the idea that to grow as people, like we need a variety of experiences. We need a variety of different learning experiences, and these. What I'm seeing is this generation of children are coming in with the expectation that that what they're doing at school is not valuable, that often they can behave however they want, and their parents are going to support that and question the teacher or the educator rather than their student and their behavior. And it's really just and the fact that like the only thing that matters is on their cell phone. So it really just has created this compounding issue where they don't value these things anymore, and it's really just kind of sad to watch.
The parental involvement is down, but also, again, as a counselor, as a psych major, we learned the Dr. Spock, lovey, don't whip your kids, and here's the studies that says it doesn't. But then a professor at Mercer University did a published peer-reviewed study that said felony offenders who received corporal punishment in their youth were 60% less likely to recidivate than those who would never receive corporal punishment. So the theory there is it does work. The hot stove does teach. I did something bad, it caused me pain, I shan't do that again. And I'm sorry, I think that there's a whole generation that just would benefit from an ass whooping.
Yeah, they say spare the rod, spoil the child kind of thing, and I really believe we're seeing a lot of the results of that. Obviously, as a parent and as an educator, I would never condone the wholesale abuse of someone, but I also, for what it's worth, I don't think physical punishment is the same thing as abuse, and I think on some level, in the absence of those real like consequences, we have created this culture where there are no consequences. That's really it. Like, it's like, oh, you're going to get a suspension. Really? Okay, great. I don't have to be here. Awesome.
I skipped school, and you're going to suspend me, so I don't have to be here.
Yep.
Right on.
True story. When I was in high school, I was not a good student. I was not, what I would consider. I think I was usually respectful, but at the same time, I wasn't a well-behaved, quote unquote, young man. And I remember a lot of the time, their response when I would skip school would be give me ISS or in-school suspension. And they'd put you in a room in a little cubicle. You guys have probably had something or seen something similar kind of
They used
thing.
to
But
call it detention when we were kids.
yeah, well, that detention was like after school. This would be like during class. So
That's right. Yeah, my apologies.
No, it's okay. So like rather than have you in a classroom with all the other students, they would put you in this isolated room and you couldn't really look around, or you had your like little desk cubicle. And it always seemed funny to me because I would skip, and then I would decide that I really did need to be going to school, and I would go and try to make that effort, and then be like, okay, well, as a punishment, you're going to go sit in this room. And I didn't want to go sit in the room. I wanted to be in class. I wanted to be actually engaging in what I was doing. So they'd send me there, and I'd usually end up just skipping because I wasn't, it was ironic. It'd be like, okay, I'll be right there. I got to go to the bathroom. And then I'd walk out.
Yep.
Like you literally just, so it really, without that home that is going to enforce some of those things, right. I don't see it really getting any better. And,
corporal punishment notwithstanding, that parental involvement is everything. If the parents don't make it matter, then it's not going to matter to the kid. The education, it's not going to matter if the parents don't make it matter.
Yeah, I looking back, I wish my dad would have probably given me a couple more whacks than I did receive, because I think it might have saved me some trouble as a teenager. Honestly, like I think he, I believe I had a good dad. As a teenager, I was very angry due to some family stuff. I think he let a lot of stuff go, maybe out of guilt for that. I'm not really sure, but like I said, I wish he'd been a little tougher on me at times, because I think I would have figured out things a little bit quicker. But I don't know that for sure, but couldn't have hurt.
Yeah. Now, my dad and my mom were both educators. Dad was a principal, a head coach. He was, a superintendent, a headmaster. Wherever the next contract was, that's where we went. And he was jokingly called the Lord of the Board, because he carried his paddle, which had a name, Grab Your Toes Joe. That was the name of his paddle. And he carried it in his back pocket. And if you were showing your ass, he would snatch you up, pop a lick on your ass, and tell you to get to class. And nobody thought anything about it because it wasn't abuse. It was just whooping. The bad part of that was, if I got a whooping at school, I got it from the principal, him. And then I got it again from him again as dad.
Right. And that was the other thing. Like when I was like, you were afraid of getting in trouble at school because you knew there was going to be consequences at home.
Right. Exactly.
And I've had students tell me, "Oh yeah, my mom's not going to care." She's like, "Go ahead and call my mom. She's not going to care."
Right.
And a lot of times they're telling the truth. I would say quite often they are telling the truth. Not always, but quite often there's an element of truth to that. Sometimes it's just a bluff. But and I've had the pleasure of meeting some very, very good parents that are very involved, that really have high standards for their children and their children's behavior. I consider myself one of them. My kids know that, I love them more than anything, and because I love them, then I'm going to hold them to a very high standard, and and that that means I have to be their dad and not necessarily always support everything that they do. So.
Yep, they need parents, they don't need their parent to be their friend. They need their
You
parents.
can't be their friend. You gotta be their parent.
Yep,
that's true.
Yep.
Very true. Very true.
And then when they get older, you get to be friends.
That's
When
right.
you get older, you get to be friends.
I just told
and they're gonna respect you.
my youngest son is 32, and I just told him, I said, son, you're lucky I let you live. Love you, son, if you're watching.
My son and I, before the show, were talking about golf, which we could talk about for hours, probably, being complete strangers, because we both have such a passion for it. So it's, one of those things that it's easy for us to talk about. Easy for us to communicate when we're talking about something we both love.
Did Father's Day already come and go?
Yeah.
I must have gotten the same thing this year I get every year.
Yeah, me too. We got, we got a TV dinner. I showed that meme. We got the TV dinner.
Yeah, I didn't even get the TV dinner. But my son turned out great. He's a responsible young man. He's got a wonderful little fiance who I think is just gorgeous and going to be great together. He's a professional wrestler in his off time, and which worries me to death. I've been to several of his shows, and after the last one, I said, I'm never coming again, because when he comes flying off that 12-foot ladder to the concrete floor, I'm not down with that.
Dad mode kicks in.
Yeah, I can't watch that. It's like, no. And then he switched from being the hero to the heel, and he wanted me to boo him. And I'm like, son, you're asking too much of me. I'm your dad. I'm yay. Carol says my kid threw a frozen hot pocket at me for Mother's Day. Well, at least it wasn't a hot pocket. It could have been worse. And the deafening silence ensues.
I'm sorry, what?
Yes, see?
I'm still trying to absorb how I would feel about one of my children jumping off a 12-foot ladder. I think that would probably trigger me pretty good, actually.
When he went up that thing and I saw them set up, he's gonna accidentally fall off of it and break a lunchroom table and hit the ground. I saw him setting up the table, and I went, "Oh no, he's not gonna." And I saw him look. I kind of glanced down there to get his distance, and I went, "Oh no!" I just buried my hands, and sure as shit, he did it. And I almost walked out.
Don't do that.
Carol says I should have sold her when I had the chance.
Oh Christ! Oh man!
I remember my dad got us good one time. We were showing our ass. There were four of us. We were showing our ass. We're just kind of going for a Sunday drive back when that was still a thing. We went down this dirt road in the middle of the boondocks. There's an old abandoned shack sitting there. And he just pulls up in the driveway like he knows what he's doing and shuts the car off. And he goes, "All right, kids, this is your new home. We got you some new parents. This is where you're going to be lit." We were toddlers. We freaked the hell out. He went the whole 9 yards. Get out of the car. Let's go on up here and take a look at your bedroom. We're freaking out. And he sold the bit. And he goes, "All right, well, I guess if you behave, you can come back home. We'll be good." Well, that promise didn't last long. We were back to being holy terrors before we even got home.
I remember
Jim's here.
I remember those days just going for a drive with, mom and dad. And gosh, don't even remember where we were or where we were going. But You just end up places. It was kind of interesting.
Did you hate it?
As a kid, yeah. As a kid, I kind of hated it. Like,
yeah.
It was just, we're in the back, and
Hi, Jim.
bored.
Jim O'Reilly, what's up, buddy?
Hey, Jim.
What's up? Hello.
Oh, greetings.
Testing. 1, 2, 1.
You have passed the test.
How goes?
It goes.
Awesome.
So Carol says, my dad used to tell me that they found me in a field sniffing dog poop. Felt bad for me and took me home. So I turned that around and said, you can't punish me. You're not my real dad.
And now she eats Rice Krispies.
Well, actually, speaking of being a dad, I am a single parent, and my kids have been gracious enough to be quiet and out of sight, out of mind for about an hour now. So I think they're probably due for some fatherly attention and to make sure one of them hasn't murdered the others yet.
Good man.
Yeah, so
It got too quiet, didn't it? It got too quiet, didn't it?
It's been real quiet. Either they're sleeping or, I don't know. They've
They're trying to hide the body.
That's right. Yeah, like
Count your blessings.
One of them has the other one's duct tape mouth. Oh my God! Don't you're the bone's sticking out. It's okay. Don't tell Dad. Kind of thing. So, I really appreciate everyone for having me on and kind of embracing Ron and I, and just trying to get us our names out there. We kind of started this thing in a mad rush, and it's been breakneck speeds ever since, and just trying to get out there and make a name for ourselves has been it's been a process, and trying to build trust with people and give them a reason to come support us. So we really thank you guys for having our back. We look forward to continuing to get to know everyone and working together.
Yeah, it was nice to meet you, Matt.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Take it easy. See you soon.
Hey,
Bye, Jim.
See you later.
Bye. See you later, man.
Hello, Jim O'Reilly. Hello, Jim O'Reilly.
Hello.
Hello, Joe.
Hello.
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 So I had a crisis before coming on.
What would that be?
Major crisis.
What was the
my
major
K-Cup
crisis?
machine went down, my K-Cup machine went down, so I don't have coffee.
Oh, geez.
There we are.
Heartbreaking. It's horrible.
What's up, Jen?
No, when we moved, we didn't take the brewer one with us, so my wife ordered me a cup of coffee. It's on its way.
What's up, Jen?
It's more for her sake than mine.
Let me share a true story about that with you, Jim. My coffee machine is never not on unless we're asleep, and so they don't have a long life expectancy. So when one of them dies, we go get another one with the money that we stashed in the last dead one. So when it dies, you clean the carafe and dry it. You put the money for the next one in that carafe and put it in the cupboard. And that way, when the next one dies, you just grab that money and go get a new one.
Yeah, we got to do that Friday. He gave us 4 good years, so 4 good years. Anyway.
So drop that link.
What you doing
Jim,
there, Rich? What you got there? Oh, link. Hold on 1 second.
I'm actually trying to quit the dark dye sodas. Get away from the ones with the dark dye.
All right, put it in a private chat there.
Will there be a funeral? Will there be a funeral?
What, for the coffee maker? Oh no, yeah, yes. We're gonna office space that shit. We're gonna take that outside and beat it with baseball bats.
Mm.
We're gonna give it a proper burial.
Ginge Romo Art is the artist for the book Sector 7 on Fund My Comic. Go check him out. You might want to have him on your show. Just saying.
Yeah, Roma,
For some
yeah,
reason, my dad
fantastic
thinks he
artist.
can fix my old Eareg, so it's in a box in the garage, and I'll let him play with it.
What's in the box?
I know.
This is the link to Jim's first chapter in the Cromna Destroyer. He drew the first chapter of it. And he'll be very humble and he won't say anything cool, but Jim's badass and we all know it.
I will say thank you to all the backers that are allowing it to get funded and allowing RJ to create more books. So I do appreciate that. I just, the campaign itself and setting it up and stuff like that, I had nothing to do with it. So it's all RJ's design. He's really good at that stuff. But yeah, I will say a big thank you to everybody who's obviously supported and anybody who's interested in supporting. Go check it out. It's a throwback to the old Robert E. Howard. Is it Robert E. Howard? Conan stories.
This stuff,
Ooh, it's moved
this
a little.
stuff right here. This stuff. Who drew that page right there, Jim?
I don't know, some scrub.
I don't know. I think it was Rich. It
definitely wasn't me. That's for damn sure. I'm not that sure. I'm not that fucking good. Trust me.
The original pencils for that will be available. I have to get back to RJ. He was thinking of maybe putting it up on the campaign itself. I don't know if he could still do that. Yeah, as a tier. I don't know if he can add tiers or not. Okay.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, I know very little about the setup of that stuff. So yeah, it'll be up there more than likely. If not, people can reach out to me.
This is one of those that until I read the story, it's all about the art. You see what I'm saying? And it is all about the art. Dude, you killed it. As usual.
Amazing.
As usual.
There is a black and he's going to be doing the pencil version too, which I love the fact that he did that. So I can't wait to see that because I love pencils.
Yes.
I'm a pencil guy. I love the look of pencils.
Very much, Jim. I want to do a book that's not. It's just shaded with pencil. You know.
Yeah.
I want to do.
I think I have all the unwrapped series from DC, all the ones that are like the pencil books of like Jim Lee and Greg Capullo, just the pencils. I love that. I think I have them all.
Okay, so it's not a Conan story, right?
Flash. No, it's Conan X. It's a tribute to that old story, but the king himself is not Conan. Yeah, he's not Conan. He's just introduced as the king. I have not read the second chapter. Nick Axe, who's a fantastic artist. If you scroll down all the way down to the bottom, you'll see a couple panels from Nick Axe. Go all the way down. Go ahead. Keep going. Right there. Up. Back up. Nope, go back the other way. Back up. That's one of Nick's panels. Keep going up.
Okay.
Up. Towards the top. There you go. There's one of Nick's. Look at that. Fantastic. And then if you go up again, there's another one. Yeah. There's one more. I love this panel. This panel's so good. That is so good.
Yeah,
that's like looking through.
Nick Axe is doing the second chapter. Yeah, like through a portal. He really, yes.
That's some pretty damn good shit.
Cool. It is. He nailed that. He knocked that out of the park. Yeah. So, like, the art's only going to get better. So you get the first chapter. You like my art. You're going to love Nick's art. It's just going to keep getting better. But it's constant action. If you like action in your comic, it's constant action, but with a story behind it. RJ is a very good storyteller. I have chapter 2. I have not read chapter 2 because I don't want to spoil it for myself. I don't really need it to do what I'm doing, obviously. But I'm excited to see what Nick completes because I've seen some other panels and they're just top notch. Just a very good artist. So. But yeah, it's doing well. First day, did good. I think we're on second, third day. It's doing good. So hopefully we can keep moving that needle, and RJ can keep putting out books. So,
Now, is this
and
RJ?
if you want to see any of other,
No, this is not RJ. This is the other RJ.
Shaw.
Oh, all right, gotcha.
Yeah,
I'll be right back.
he created Thomas Valiant, which is another successful campaign that he had. So if you guys want to see some of his other stuff, just look up 4th H on Indiegogo, and you'll see some of his other campaigns that he's done, and he delivers. And yeah, so Thomas Valiant, and then he has Valiant Heroes, I think is the continuation of that. And he wants to continue, as far as I know, he wants to continue with Crom. It really depends on the funding, so the funding will help him continue doing the books. He is very knowledgeable in literature. He has a YouTube channel that's pretty successful. Talks about, a lot about how the woke culture is damaging, our stories and stuff like that. So if you're interested in that, you can check out his channel as well. But yeah, so if you're interested and you like Conan type stuff, it's a throwback.
66 pages of Jim O'Reilly art?
Yep.
That's worth
no, I'm not full. No, I'm 22 pages. I'm 22 out of it. And he's got some other stuff in there too. So yeah, I'm the first chapter. Nick Axe is the second chapter. Yeah, fortunately or unfortunately, he hit me during like our move to Arizona. Like I started, and then I had gotten COVID, so it kind of delayed things. Apologize for the puppy in the back. But I've kept on it, and I've got maybe probably 11 pages left, I think. Maybe 10 or 11 pages left to bang out. So that I'll have those done. Yeah, those done before he goes. So he also has Mike Gustovich on the inks, who's doing the inking, and I cannot remember the name of the colorist, and I don't think he has the name of the colorist on there. So, and Mike is like an old time Marvel inker, Marvel DC. Yeah,
one of the best ones. Truly, one of the best ones.
Yeah, he's totally traditional. He does no digital at all, and he doesn't really jump too much on socials. Like you can find him obviously if you look him up, but a funny guy too.
There it is, yo. Every man must fall.
Really, he's going into battle to die. That's his goal. He wants to die a honorable death in battle. That is his.
I got to admit, Jim. I have to admit, the coolest part about this for me is that all the times you came out on draw streams and we got to see some of this being done. We got to see some of this as it come to life, and now it's done. We get to see the finished product.
Yeah, RJ's pretty good about allowing pages to be shown and stuff. He likes to promote the artist, so really cool guy to work with. I can't say enough good things about him. Very laid back.
I appreciate you promoting the campaign, because a lot of times the talent, once they're done, they're done. They don't.
Well, no, if it gets,
they don't promote what they're doing. A lot, and that's what I mean, that was one of the reasons we started doing this, was to help some people that just aren't good at it. Doc knows what I'm talking about. Doc hates self-promotion. Jim, you hate self-promotion. I know you do. But it's something that's got to be done.
I don't hate it. I'm not very good at it. I'm not like, as
I'll shield for everybody else. I just can't
theatrical. Theatricals. Yeah. Like I don't mind. Yeah.
There's so many.
I don't hate it. It's just I'm not really good at it. So.
There's so many artists though that once they get the work done, they don't promote, and they don't go out and tell everybody, hey, look what I did in this book, and you guys go back and check it out. Unless they're actually like they one running the campaign, then they do. But you know what I mean? It's like, You gotta blow your own horn, especially in the beginning, or we're never gonna see you. You know.
Yeah, I think it's important, and it only takes like 2-3 minutes to do a share on on Twitter. You do it on Facebook. You do it on your socials, and hopefully it drives people to see the art and buy the book and help this guy continue to make comics. I mean, I think if I'm not mistaken, that's what we're doing, right?
That's what we're trying to do.
So,
that is what we are trying to do.
For me, if this were solo, oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, I was just gonna say.
If I was like
what we do, we promote. That's the only way it grows for everybody is to cross promote, to tell people what you saw that's cool because they might want to get it too.
Yeah, I mean, the more eyes on your work, obviously, hopefully the better. And if you're a creator,
I sent him admin so he can set up. I sent Ginge admin so he could set up his show for tomorrow, and he says, "If it's not a big titty porno, I don't want it." What the hell?
Well, there is a hot chick in it, so.
No, he's talking about the email I sent him.
That helps sell the book. Oh, okay.
I don't send people porno emails, just so you know, I don't do. Oh, my chest is killing me, Doc. You got to help me out, bro.
I'm trying to work at the same time. I got a head.
I love how it's written show, but Pop just asked Doc for help. Sorry.
I just finished a panel. I'm happy.
Mom's okay over
there? Oh, I had a bad puking session for the last couple of days, and my chest is just torn up. The more I talk, the worse I feel. So,
I wasn't done. We got Jake breaking in on the lobster, and the guy behind him with a knife, and the one in front of him is punching the shit out of. There's a kick scene right here that I've already drawn that I'm going to digitally draw there. It'll cover that. So, yay! Action page.
What do we got here, Jim?
Sorry, the wife just handed me coffee. I'll be right back. Hold on.
Oh, God bless you.
Oh, get the coffee. Get the coffee.
Yes, and I'm going for more coffee myself. Be right back.
It's a good thing his woman got him his coffee. Nicely done.
He said more for her than him.
Everybody talking about coffee, and I can't even attempt to pour coffee down my throat right now. Fuck you guys.
Sorry.
Sorry,
Bob. I am working on a little bit of mojo to warm up this morning. So.
Cool. I think I know something about that book.
It's getting there slowly. This will be a campaign that I will do where I will be doing the campaign myself, so I will have to promote and do all that jazz, but not for a while.
Looking forward to it.
Ooh, what's this? Jim, is that yours?
Yeah.
Hello. Okay.
It's part of the Mojo book.
Oh, what happened to his head? Is he like Bi-Beast or something? There's like two sets of eyes or something.
No,
God,
he's got some glasses going.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's got a funky head.
He sure does, man. All right. I was just hoping that you weren't messing up again.
Yeah, all the time.
I completely suck at this. I can never do this ever again. Is that a smiley face head? No, that's a duty head like yours, Carol.
Is that a smiley face head?
I know.
You're just late, Rich. She was talking about what Doc showed.
Oh, okay, all right. I'm always late.
Just
I'm
late.
late.
You're just late. It's okay. You're just late.
I'm just
Or slow. Or
I'm
slow.
slow.
is the-
That's for sure. I'm slow. I am slow.
There you go. See, she wasn't talking to you, stupid head.
Oh, so you were making fun of my art, Carol? You're fired.
She said, "Is that a smiley face head, Doc?"
You're fired.
Don.
Yo.
I know you came in here because you wanted to say something about what you promote.
Sure.
Hey, you've been here for an hour and a half and you ain't said shit.
Because I kind of felt like I popped in on a weird time, and I was just waiting my turn, biding my time.
Okay, well, your turn has come.
That's never a good idea, Don. You got to just merge with traffic.
You just march in.
Merge with traffic.
Well, actually, I'm working on a couple of press releases for the press kits for Linda J. Cox and Michaela today, so that's why I've kind of been paying attention that way. Because Michaela's book is out again. So the Warrior Secret's been re-released. It's available at barnesandnoble.com in ebook and paperback. Of course, I'm like knee deep and everything else. I don't even have the links right there in front of me. IndieCD.org. Joe is running a special on that it's going to be $10 for a lifetime membership, and for that what it's through instead of the 20. So that's lifetime membership. Make sure to check that out.
And you're gonna be dropping them links for people, right?
I don't even have YouTube open right now. I have to start shutting stuff down because my computer was starting to get a little touchy. It was turning into red.
Uh-oh. That's messed up.
Hey, but it's not. I need to dig on you a little bit, Rick. Do I not?
Ginge says, "Rich, you kick ass, man. I love the shading around the figure you're drawing."
Thank you. Thank you.
I just want to know why you gave her a beard.
That's the shadow, you dummy face. That's the shadow, you jealous dummy face.
It must be really dark.
It is. It's actually it's a African American woman. It's a black woman.
I don't mean her. I mean the time of day or the ambiance of the room. It's dark to be for the shadow to be that dark.
Well,
the room would have to be dark.
I can get past that, dude. If she has dark skin, she's gonna have a heavier.
Then the room's really bright.
Do you even know what you're talking about at this point, man?
Yeah,
whatever.
I love messing with Rich.
Just a touch of rim lighting on that chin there, Rich. Just a hint of some rim lighting on the chin.
That's the one thing that I need to get one of those erasers that have one of those a point where I could just concentrate on that. I have to find those. We don't have them here in the UK. Either that or I don't know where the hell it is. I have to find them. Well, wait. Maybe I could do this. And I can just... Yeah, my course leader, aka my boss, has been drawing for the last 2-3 days, and he kind of inspired me, and I kind of felt a little bit lazy, so I decided I wanted to do something today, and I got this. So I'm going to start doing more of this anyway, because I got to prepare for the class that I'm going to teach. I don't want to look too stupid when I draw. Draw.
Hey, as long as you just draw, you'll be fine.
I hate you.
I didn't
hate
say
you.
anything. Not that I wasn't thinking something.
Dun,
I
dun.
didn't say anything.
Rich, did I hear you say you're going to be doing life drawing?
I'm teaching life drawing.
Okay, cool.
Oh, there we
There
go.
we are.
Rich has a very robust syllabus for his class. Those kids are going to learn a lot.
Yes, they will. I'm very happy about that as well. I am. It's going to be a really great class.
That don't look like coffee, Doc.
Coffee here?
Does the UK have a thunderstorm today? No, Quint. We had a lot of rain.
Rum and Sprite here. The sun is under the arm.
Another word.
Thank you, by the way, Ginger. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Here we are. We're all so quiet today. What's going on, man?
I'm actually doing some working.
You are? Holy shit. I figured you'd be like, no, I'm going to shut up. I was going to say something really chauvinistic, but I really would rather not.
No, I want to hear it.
No, I'm not telling you now.
Do it.
No!
Yes.
No, you can't make me.
I know I can't make you, but if you know what's good for you, you will.
Or whatever.
If you know what's good for you, what are you, his mom? What the hell was that?
I know, right?
Sometimes I want to be.
Well, am I going to be... I don't care that I'm being such a bad boy. What are you going to do, spank me?
Hell no.
So, yeah, so that's right, because you had the two...
Throw you to the wolves.
Oh, thank God. Don't encourage him.
Don't encourage me, please. Don't. Whatever you do, don't encourage me. That's a bad move. All right, let's see.
Go back to looking at this badass Jim O'Reilly art. Yeah.
Yeah, please do so. Please do so. This is
Oh,
fine.
please stop.
I picked up. No, you'd like to be spanked way too much. Ugh. Not by you, Carol. God, no. Ugh.
Meatball.
Duty face. Duty face. Here we are.
All right.
We're all so quiet today. Why are we so quiet today, man?
Working.
My chest is killing me. And the longer I talk, the more it hurts. I'm trying not to talk.
Oh,
Asked you guys to carry the conversation today because this is killing me.
well, I think Doc is also correct. We're all drawing here.
Yeah.
This is more of a draw stream than an actual draw stream.
Deadlines are a thing.
Yes, they are. They can be. It's funny. I talked about that in my class today. Oh, boy.
I say we
So who's she,
pick a
Jim?
subject and we have a little draw off. She's I
there's not enough time.
I don't want to give it away, but I can say it's a character that I created, and I said, "Hey, RJ, let's use this character," and he loved the look, and he incorporated her into the story. But I don't want to give too much more than that away.
Most excellent.
So, yeah. So if you look down at Nick Axe's drawing, you'll see her there. That's the demon woman that he's drawing with the horns. That's how I refer to her.
Break on through to the other side.
It's just all good stuff, you know.
Yeah, he's put together a really good story, and
That's just
hopefully
beautiful.
my art does it some justice.
I like how even the horse looks pissed off.
Yeah. I think Mike embellished that a little bit with the inks. But Mike used to ink the Conan book, so it's weird. This is the first time really that I've had somebody ink my pages, and it's weird drawing for somebody else to ink, because there's a lot of things that like I would do differently just because they either have it or the way I ink myself. So it's really interesting to see other people ink my pencils.
Jim, is that your dog talking in the background?
Oh yeah, I apologize. I'll mute
No,
myself.
don't apologize. I just wanted to know who he was. We say hi, dog. Hi, puppy.
Yeah, my wife's doing some cleaning in the back room, and she's trying to keep her calm, but it's playtime for her. So
It's all good.
I saw the pictures, Jim. What kind of dog is that? Is it Dachshund?
she's half Dachshund and half Chihuahua, so she's like
Jesus Christ!
Chihuahua?
What kind of a dog is that?
Yeah,
Man?
yeah. Well, actually, they call her. There's like a name for a Chiweenie or something like that. She was just so cute. Yeah,
Chihuahua. I'll go with Chihuahua.
Yeah, there's a couple of different names that they have for the mix, but when we went to adopt a dog, we brought her out, and she was like the first dog we brought out, and she just like we just fell in love with her. She was so good, and I got trapped in the room with her alone because my wife went out with the kids to do paperwork, and she fell asleep in my arms, and the woman came and she's like, "That's the first time I've ever seen that dog do that." I'm like, "Oh, that's it, done deal, gotta go."
First time she's seen him fall asleep in somebody's arms.
Oh, she fell asleep in mine.
Yeah.
So I got suckered in. Pulled on the heartstrings. But our last dog was very quiet, and she was a Morkie, and Morkies generally are not quiet dogs. They tend to be, the little yippy type dogs. But she was very, very quiet. Would hardly ever talk up until maybe like the end when she started getting sick. Yeah. So this one is like night and day. She barks. So we're trying to get that under control at certain times of the day. But this is her playtime, so you'll hear a lot of barking right now.
Right.
And until she gets that out of her, yeah.
Cool. So, what's everybody's plans for tomorrow on our beautiful Independence Day? What's everybody gonna do?
Same thing I do.
I will be giving a lecture for the incoming class. Yeah. I'm giving a lecture for the incoming class for next year to tell them what we're going to be doing next year for.
That's what they want. They want to hear from an American on the 4th of July, right?
Yeah, right. I know. I'll probably have a hot dog in celebration or something. I don't know. No, actually, that's a great idea. I should have some fucking like a shit ton of hamburgers or find a grill or something. Yeah, that's a great idea. How could I fucking forget that, man? Damn it. There we are. That's actually a really good idea. All right. But yeah, I'll be in.
So
I'll be in school
for the next.
You first, Jim.
Yeah, barbecuing.
Yeah.
Yeah, just BBQing with the family.
Same thing I do every day, Binky. Trying to take over the world. I'll be working. I don't have to go anywhere to watch the fireworks. They set them off across the highway. I can sit on my back deck and watch them. So.
Yeah, I haven't seen a fireworks show that impressed me in a long time. So.
He's pretty good, but you know, by the time you get to our age, Pops, you've seen them. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a friend that owns a company that goes all over the nation doing different fireworks shows.
Mhm.
Dude's, you know, like I mean, I've seen some pretty bad shit. It's like ain't too many match up to his show, so you know.
So I say for the next draw stream, we pick a topic, and we have a little friendly competition, and we make fun of each other.
Fine.
Which is
You
what I mean
pick
by
the topic.
friendly.
Pick the topic.
No, I'm not picking the topic. Let's let the audience pick the topic.
Oh, great.
What do you want to see these guys draw next Sunday?
And then we'll have like a
A
little
little
fun
draw.
competition.
A little draw.
Yeah, draw.
Fine. We'll figure it
Nothing
out.
complicated, you know.
Guys, I'm going to get going because it's late here and I have an early day tomorrow. So I'm going to peace out. And
Oh, hell
I'm going
no.
to see all you. Oh, hell yeah. I'm going to see all you cats later.
All right, Rich. Take care.
See you
bud.
later.
All right, good luck
Night,
with your
guys.
lecture, man. Lesson plan look
Thank
good.
you. Thank you, sir. Bye.
Peace.
You're up, sir.
Whoa.
Is he gone? Can we make fun of him now? Can we really make fun?
Yeah, it's open season on Rich now. He left. Anybody who wants to go first?
Draw big-titted
You see the hair on his knuckles?
He not have hair on him. I don't want to. That's a question I don't want to know the answer to.
Oh, we'll have to make sure he waxes on Doc's show then so he can still draw on Sunday. Because I doubt he's going to be drawing on the day he gets that wax jack.
There's a vision I can just delete out of my head.
I myself will walk down to the lake, which is about a block and a half to the left where the dock is, and sit out there and watch 2 or 3 different fireworks shows that are mid shows from different areas of the lake. It's kind of funny. It's like everybody's trying to outdo each other, but none of them are that good.
Yeah, pretty good. The city of Peoria and East Peoria, they put on a pretty good show together, but I'm not a very people-y person, so we're just gonna stay home.
For Jim, if I was you, I'd go down to Tempe Town Lake. That's where that's or I mean, you know, that's anywhere close to there you can see the fireworks. I wouldn't actually go down there because, you know, millions of people and shit.
Yeah.
But
Crowds.
that's definitely probably the best show in the valley is Tempe Town Lake.
Yeah. We were here last year. We didn't see too much because we were busy, but yeah, maybe we'll do that. I know she wants a barbecue tomorrow, so go to the pool and all that jazz a little bit.
Yeah, I know I
See
do
how it
miss.
goes.
That's one thing, man. I miss one of the things I miss about the big city is the events. You know, I don't miss the traffic and all the dumb shit, the sirens every 5 minutes, and the helicopter flying overhead all the time. I don't miss any of that, but I miss having a ball game and the parades and all the shit that's the events in the big city. You know what I mean? I miss those. I miss that.
Yeah.
See that?
It's just small town just doesn't match up when it comes to stuff like fireworks shows, and you know, like we don't have concerts in small towns. We don't have none of that. You know, that I miss the events, but I definitely don't miss the people.
I'll tell you what I miss is living in the low country where I lived. 4th of July and other occasions, the Marine Corps band would put on concerts in the waterfront park for free. And they were amazing. Really enjoyed those.
As far as I know, Laurie is doing her show tomorrow, as always. Or no, tomorrow's a recorded.
Wow.
I think it's a recorded show. I don't. She recorded one with somebody. I think it's recorded. But it'll be on. It'll be on.
Carol, this is for you.
Oh, now he's going to eat it without you. He's not even going to share it with you. He can't get it open.
Going to eat your rations. No food for you. That's disgusting. Oh my God. You can't.
Holy. She said, don't choke.
That's horrible.
They are horrible. I don't know why you took a bite of that thing.
For comedic effect, but it backfired.
Yeah. That's a fear factor thing. I'd rather eat bugs than one of those.
Disgusting.
See? It's not scary. It's disgusting. That's right. That's right. Okay, people. This is how it is. I am going to go get a couple things done. Try to get some stuff on the network, up on the network tonight that I missed. And you guys can go get to work. Get back to work without me bugging you. What do you think of that?
Got work to do for sure.
From us. From all of us in the madness. We love you. Thanks for watching. Peace out.
Happy Independence Day.
Happy 4th of July, everyone.
You bet.
Happy Independence Day.
Madness Entertainment Group presents the Madness Comic Network with original programming and additional comic-related content.
The Civil War was America's bloodiest conflict. Over 500,000 died to preserve national unity. When the war ended, Confederates like Harley Brogdon headed west, shooting game for the Army and gambling. When a card game turns deadly,
Harley shoots in self-defense, killing the card sharp who threw down first. Wilfred Knorr, the card sharp's wealthy father, will stop at nothing to see Harley hang. Harley flees to Koepp's Gap, an old silver mining town at the foot of the Rockies. A remarkably peaceful town, especially after dark. But the sheriff harbors a dark secret, and no one dares go into the mines anymore. Koepp's Gap is full of secrets. People speak in hushed tones of something in the mines. Something worse than their cursed sheriff. Something even the Indians fear from the deepest pits of hell. Every secret will be exposed. Bronze Star. Order your copy at bronzestarcomic.com.
Comic Books for Kids provides comic books to kids in hospitals and cancer centers across the U.S. It's a place where we can all work together to make sure every child has a comic book. 100% of all proceeds go towards the kids. It's about making a difference, and while they're in the hospital, allowing them to fly like a superhero, battle dragons, or rescue teddy bears. We are in every state in the country and now support over 160 hospitals. Every month, we add more.
Visit cb4k.org.
How do you end this thing? How do you put the... There was the brakes on this bus. I forgot
Jazz
how to
hands. Jazz hands.
Have a good night.